three of the myths and facts that we've been looking at. One myth being that vaping is a healthy alternative to cigarettes. That's a myth. The fact is that e-juice contains nicotine, chemicals that...
Anytime that parents ask for any money within the schools. But, this is something that I think she could speak to better than I could, but I know that we are not asking students to go to the teacher.
Exactly.
Personally, correct. I know for the music department, they ask parents to sign, a sort of a pledge of what they're able to pay of the total cost, and they know that about a year in advance, so they know how much fundraising has to take place. I just don't remember off the top of my head if foreign language is the same. I'm not sure. Steve, I don't know if you know that. Okay.
I don't think it is.
And let me look up this information for you really quickly about the cost.
I think it's about 37.
I think 30, but there are many other costs as well. Thank you, Michelle, for bringing that up.
Betsy, the only other question I'd have, and I ask every time we have these overnight trips or these weekend trips, are what are the instructional days missed?
So these are both over the November week, when actually this year Election Day is not a school day, and the NJEA days are not a school day. So for example, the trip to Cuba is November 2nd through 9th. So I would assume there's only 2 instructional days missed. I don't have the calendar in front of me, but I think Election Day is the 5th. And then, so in that situation, I think the trip to China is 12, you just put that away, but I think it was, Halloween is the day they leave?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And they return maybe the 12th. So, but that is something we actually asked for that data in student achievement. I think it was last spring, where we asked, are there any
to Havana and some of the other parts of Cuba that are not too far from Havana, and felt very safe the whole time. Really very, very safe. And I went the day after.
Means we could have the inefficiencies and energy of some of our buildings, long-term savings there. Transportation, we talked a little bit about the buses. We're going to be voting on something today, renewing, and some substitutes that wouldn't be here because we wouldn't need as many. So, I know that when Beth and Greg and Debbie and I last year on finance, we were looking at cost savings, and I have trouble thinking any of it would hurt any student, but I'll be quiet now.
All right.
No, I just wanted to.
I understand the not to exceed, but I thought we are telling you, please buy 28 of the Airedales.
So why can't we just...